this is John Kvale, and this is our May Capital Market and Financial Planning Review. And look, I got the haircut finally. Yay! Okay, so that's enough of that, I know. Let's get to our video. So here we go, actually to our post newbies. What we have is this is done in a podcast video type of format. So if you're driving down the road, don't take your hands off the wheel, please. And I always say that. I think I'm making myself laugh at that. But I like to go into a little bit, kind of do a review of what happened in the prior month on a monthly basis, and then just put a little granularity to some of the ideas that I maybe either wrote about or that have come up during the month. So mortgage rates, just a continuation of this. This is a picture of the 10-year. Those of you that are listening, I've got a graph in this post, and this is the 10-year Treasury. And it is way down here. It's bouncing around in the 60.60 zone. Mortgage rates loosely follow that. And now maybe a good time, if you have a mortgage that is a year or so old or older, it may be a good time to take a chance, take a look at it, and see if it's a good time to refinance, or especially if you're about to buy, now should be a good time. Here, this is those of you that are listening, I've got a link to a really comprehensive post that I would suggest everybody read if they're about to refinance or if they're about to get their mortgage, because there's a lot of really good tips. One of our more popular posts ever. The next is called the virtual pivot. And this was kind of an oddity. What has happened is this is the time of the year when there's a lot of national conferences, of which Donald and I rarely attend because usually this is tax season. And on top of that, quite frankly, it's very expensive, and the travel is also expensive. And some of these events last 2 weeks. Well, guess what? The pivot factor. These events are being thrown at us virtually. We can watch and listen to them on our own time. In many cases, we're getting slide decks, and we're also getting MP3s, which those longtime listeners know I love to walk and listen to business stuff. Yeah, nerds. I have so much information. I have more information than from all of these conferences that we were able to attend virtually. Some of this stuff, those of you that are listening, I mean, this is an amazing arsenal of information. I'm digging through the hours and hours and hours of information to pull out the best, but it has given me a lot. There's a lot of really positive information out there. So more to come on that, and likely the newsletter will be basically dominated by these conferences and the best of the brightest folks. Here's the capital markets. Interestingly enough, I just put in a blurb before making this video that Tuesday after Memorial Day was offered a lot of openings across the country, and the Wall Street and investors took note, surprisingly, and really took a positive slant on the markets. Yes, we're down. The capital, depending on what index you want to look at, it's down between 10 and 20, 25%. But it was a heck of a lot worse down when we first went into this. And as I have echoed that I thought, those of you that are listening, I'm going up to sliding up just a little bit, that investors would correctly look through the valley of lower earnings and try and assess this as a shorter-term item. It does look like that is happening. The last sentence that I put on this for those of you that are listening, expect bumps and headline shocks, both positive and negative. We have a cure would be very positive. It's coming back would be very negative. We don't know if that's going to happen. That's why we're conservative investors. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you at the end of June. And I really am excited about bringing you some of the best and brightest individuals that we've been able to find through this pivot. And have a great start to your summer.